check it out, man. Look, this your boy Trackman. Welcome to the Monsterpreneur podcast, where we discuss music, film, art, business, and life. Y'all know what it is. Now, I go by the name of Trackman. If you don't know the business, follow me on Instagram at Trackman Forever. If you're new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe. For sure do leave comments, because we love to go back and forth. Like, we really have like real conversations about y'all's comments on these things. So you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to even talk about myself. I'm going to jump right into today's guest, and he's not a guest to me. This is my brother, and this is not no fucking joke. My business partner, one of my best friends I've ever met. I'm talking about from the time I was born until now, and I'm only 35. Now I'm just playing. But this nigga is a real legend. And I'm gonna say this shit to your face. We both loked out, but I'm gonna smoke, so I'm gonna stay loked out. You know what I'm saying? He look good by the motherfucker.
Man,
you know
I'm
what I'm
trying
saying?
to get this superstar status.
Man, and this guy was a legend when I was coming in this shit. Not only in the club scene, strip clubs. This nigga ran the strip clubs. Like, if you was getting your records played, there was only a couple names that anybody would call out, and this nigga name was probably the first. And that's one thing. And even before that, your career that you had outside of the city of Memphis, we're gonna talk about those in details too. Yeah. Even before your musical attributions and contributions, a man that's been, you know what I'm saying, in the game for so long, is one of my favorite voices, not just in music, but voices, period. And now has moved on into an entrepreneur of a different kind, because now he's an author. And this is the thing, and I love seeing the growth of my niggas, like the shit we've grown together. So to see what you've grown into, I'm not gonna take no more time. This is my guy. I call him Sean, but y'all know him as 7Richy, aka 7Richy, in the building. Man, welcome, my nigga.
God, bro.
Man, I love you forever, bro. This shit is, and so this is what we doing. So, like, how you feeling, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? What's going on? How you feeling?
Man,
shit.
Yo, you know, I say it's better days now. You know what I'm saying? Everything is motion. You know what I mean? Everything seems like it's moving in the right direction. The universe is finally speaking up for me, and I feel it. I can hear it. It wakes me up.
Shit feel good.
It feels great. I'm getting back to my old self, you know what I mean? Because I had a dark period, you know, of my life. Of course, you know that. You was there from the beginning. And but now, I said the universe is just speaking to me, man. I feel it, and I hear it, and it wake me up, and it motivate me. And it said, hey, get your ass up, nigga. Let's go. It's go time. So I feel good.
Yeah, that's what's up. Good. So look, let's take you all the way back. What was that real age when you was a child that sparked the world of entertainment to you? How old were you, and what was that situation?
Oh, man. Man, it ain't even no particular issue since I was born, because my mama was an entertainer. So I was born into entertainment. You know, my mom, she was singing as a kid. She sung with the blues singer, man, I hope I don't forget her name. I'm forgetting her name already, but I'm gonna come up with.
We'll write it down in the comments.
You know,
we'll write that at the bottom of it.
But you know, so she and her sisters were singing. She was singing, and you know, my godmom, you know, it was just forever.
It was in the family.
It was in the blood. It was in the blood. Like my granddad had a gospel group called Singing Southern Jubilees. Okay. It was pretty famous, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And my uncle Scrap Iron, rest his soul, he was Little Milton's road manager. Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, for sure.
So Little Mill, you know, Frank Robinson, that's my first cousin and stuff like that. So, you know, yeah, man, we was just, it's in me, not on me, you know what I'm saying? So, I just say forever since
it's
I
in
was
me, not
born.
on me.
Yeah, for sure.
So, now, we're going to move a little forward ahead, because the thing is I want to give, like, people may know you for your music and being involved in the music scene, not just in Memphis, but nationally, you know what I'm saying? And that you had a period in your career that was before your real start in Memphis. Then I'm talking about your California part of your life. Yeah. Tell people a little, because I know the stories, but tell people a little more about how that happened and some details on that, because that shit's fascinating for real to know when they hear some of this shit. Like, because I know people should know these things about about us. That's the purpose of these podcasts, is so we can put their history out there when people might not know that Seven the Great did this.
Right.
So, touch on that.
Man, you know, you've been knowing me for years, so you already know that I go. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I don't fuck around. I don't wait around. When shit hit my mind, I'm on it. You know what I mean? Right. So I always wanted to go and be in Hollywood and be around that type of thing. And, you know, so doing I got into acting classes and everything. But even before, a little bit before acting classes, my homeboy Jason, we was talking about going out to California, and everything, and so we was like, let's go right out to California and see what we can see, do what we can do. You know, we on that little mission. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Finna go try to grind something out.
So we, you know, just like when I did, when I was interning for MCA Records, how I got on with that. I just went to the club where the rep was, and I just went up in the book and ran up on her, like, hey, this is what I'm doing. You know, hey, how can I get in? You know, and then she let me in.
Don't get fed.
Exactly. So when I went to, we went to Hollywood. We went to some of the shows and stuff, sat in the audience and everything, and then, boom, when the show was ended, I went down there meeting people and stuff, and just talk my talk. And they was like, hey, this is what you can do. You know what I'm saying? This how you do this. This how you, and we can use you for this. We use it for that. So I was basically like a hype man for the Moesha show, the Sister show. So what you do is just, you know, in between the scenes, you entertain the crowd, get them to do stuff, you know, sing or whatever. And I did that for a good little minute. And
but say you got it, once again, that's the part. That's what I'm saying. Like, this nigga was the hype man for some of the Moesha show and the Sister show. That is not a normal thing. And that's not something, when you told me that and you showed me the pictures, and we'll put those pictures up. Y'all probably seen the pictures right now, because I'm gonna get some, we're gonna put them up. But that shit is not normal. That is something like a kid with a dream goes to California and you get gigs like that. And then keep going, because there's some other names that, you know.
Oh, well, so I did that for a while out there, and then had to come back because of family stuff and everything. Came back, and I was doing my acting thing, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Pat West and Red West, rest his soul. That was my acting coach.
I wanted to get on this.
With actors and others. So Pat West was my acting agent. Red West was my acting coach.
Right.
And a lot of people, you probably wouldn't know the name, but if you would know him from I Know What You Did last summer. He was the guy with the hook. He was the killer or whatever. That was Red.
That's crazy.
Another thing about Red, a lot of people didn't know, Red West was one of Elvis Presley's best friends, and he was his bodyguard. He was part of the Memphis Mafia. And then he started doing stunt work, and then he started doing being villains and stuff like in the A-Team and stuff. So he was, you know, him and Elvis Presley was like this, and he told us lots of stories about him and Elvis Presley and how he got in the business, being a stunt man, then an actor.
Right.
And then Pat West, his wife, was real good at getting me gigs and here and there and doing little shows and stuff, movies. I did extra work and stand-in work for Courtney Vance. If y'all don't know Courtney Vance, it's
they know Courtney B. Vance.
Okay.
They know this nigga.
But if I say Angela Bassett's husband, they just put a little bit more.
Wow.
So Angela Bassett's husband, and then that's where I met Niecy Nash, who is a big mega star now. That's me and her was getting out. You know, we was coming up at the same time.
Right.
And on the set of Cookie's Fortune, the movie that I was on with, she was
Cookie's Fortune. That's another one of my notes. Gotta talk about Cookie's Fortune.
Yeah, you know. Got on there with all the superstars, Ned Beatty, Julianne Moore, Liv Tyler, Glenn Close, Niecy Nash, Chris O'Donnell, Charles Dutton, the guy that played Rock on the Garbage Man Rock.
Right.
All the superstars, man. Courtney Vance, of course, and I mean bangers, man. You know, just nothing but straight superstars that showed me love, showed me. You know, Courtney Vance, we talked for a while.
That's not fucking normal.
That's
not normal. It's normal to you because it's your life. But I'm saying, though, in this world of what have you done for me lately, it's easy to overlook, You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's easy because I often feel that too. I'm sure our OGs go through this, but it's a thing. It's like, yo, look, I did more shit than you niggas still have not yet to do.
That's a trap. That's a truth. It's a fact.
This nigga said and he showed it to me. Like he showed me the movie. Like he showed me this movie. I was like, nigga, this Cruella de Vil. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
nigga, the nigga that played Robin, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is the nigga who sing Aerosmith daughter, nigga. She's like in Armageddon. It's like what? You know what I'm saying? Like
and Ned Beatty is Lex Luthor.
The little nigga from Lex Luthor.
I forgot on Superman.
Yeah, on Superman.
Yeah,
the little nerd nigga that was with Lex Luthor. Yeah. So I'm just saying, oh my God.
Martin Lawrence and Eddie Murphy film. He was the superintendent.
Right. I'm just saying this is legendary shit. So once again, it's this whole thing is purpose and aim to make sure, and it's not to sound synonymous with anything else. It's to just show awareness and give niggas they flowers, because don't ever forget that how we got together is because of these conversations and years when we first met. But I was a 7th grade fan though, because I'm still a young nigga, and it was still kind of like weird to go in a strip club.
When you say that, man, it blow my mind because I never did to the what?
But I'm saying, we used to come to the Rose, right?
Yeah.
And that shit was still like a fantasy world to me, because I went into that world at the moment. I really never got into it. But I'm saying, like, to walk in and it's like a strip club, and all you hear is, 2 for 1 by the bar, you know what I'm saying? Got this bitch coming up, diamond, and it's like, yo, who the fuck voice is that?
Yeah.
And the nigga was like, yo, that's 7. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? I know the movie 7. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, though, like, I just knew that was a voice. And I became a fan of that voice. That's why when we got to doing the music, man, to me, it wasn't even about doing the music. It was just like, hearing, just like, still to this day, as you drop music, drop records, that voice, bro. It's like why niggas love DMX, or niggas, because you recognize their voice when you hear it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, hey, man,
let
me tell y'all something. Let me get my shit to go. It's the first and only. I haven't seen it since. This nigga, I told you, nigga ran the strip clubs, right? So he drops a single, right? And I go to the show, and the music starts, and when the music starts, 50 bitches walk out and introduce this nigga. It's like all of the chicks all of the dancers in the club was on this nigga clock for like a 7-minute show.
Yeah.
And he had 50 joints pop, locking, and dropping while he's standing on stage like the biggest pimp.
Yeah, man.
Rapping his shit.
Yeah,
and
man.
I said, God damn.
And I'm glad you was there, because you could attest to who started this trend. Where everybody doing now, I'm the godfather of
7. Check.
They wouldn't do it if it wasn't for me.
Strip clubs down there in Atlanta, it's a little different, right? I guess the strip club thing. But strip club game is like, it seems like it's dying out, because bitches realize they can do it outside on their phones. And they have to go in the club now, right? Yeah. So I'm saying, though, even because remember, as you retired from leaving the club and shit, right? It's like it retired right behind you.
I saw it coming.
You said,
and I knew when to get out.
You said, you always spoke on like, I see coming, and like you was trying to convince me. You was like, bro, I think I'm gonna leave this shit alone, and I was like, no, you can't leave the club. What are you doing? But no, I was listening to you, because you saw things, and I couldn't fight that, because that's one of my strengths. When I saw the end of CDs coming, and I was like, bro, the streaming shit is coming. We got to catch it, because we're going to miss it, bro.
You was on it.
And it's just the same thing. So being able to call it like, you're glad you got out of that business, do you ever miss it, is an even better question.
No.
You don't miss it at all.
I don't miss it. Not the way that it's running now, and the caliber of, not all.
Tell them, I ain't mean to cut y'all like Kanye. Tell them what I used to say to you. When I used to be like, bro, like, quit, like, you get to look at naked bitches. Yeah. Well, it's just like, and this was the biggest pimp response. Like, he gave me game. He told me like the business. What he told me. Go ahead.
I don't even know what I told you, but
you know a roundabout of what you told me.
I mean, like, well, I'm just saying,
how could you not love being around it? That's would be the question, right? So the answer is,
just like with anything. Everything get old, even pussy. Pussy get old. You know what I'm saying? It just becomes about the money. You know what I'm saying? Money don't get old because you really need that to survive. You don't need pussy to survive.
So, do you think working in that business desensitized you?
Yeah. Yeah, of course. I mean, like, if you're around something so long, and
that's why I love this nigga. Honest
you sitting around so long, you chopping it up in the dressing room with butt naked ass bitches, and you ain't really blinking the eye no more. It's just like they got a shirt on because it's like, okay, I done seen you 1,000 bitches 1,000 times, and some of them become like your family at the same time. It's strange but weird. It's like, okay, my sister got her titties out. You know
this is a great point because check it. How they made the world is that like when niggas see women and them out, most people like, oh shit. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's because we're in a society that they made us wear clothes. Mm-hmm. But in so many other societies, motherfuckers see this all the time.
And it's nothing.
Sex is so natural, like taking a shit, right? But they don't make taking a shit like. You see what I'm saying? But having sex is like, oh, so be careful. You're gonna get a disease. You're gonna, oh my God, no, you don't want to have that many kids. No, wait. Oh, no. It's so much a fear thing that's pushed on it.
You talking about strictly like here in the States, in America, or just our Western society?
Western society. Okay.
You know, I think that
Western society. That's good. Yeah, exactly that. Yeah, because it ain't just America, just Western society.
You know, they came with their own set of rules and laws and way things should be because it was all programmed for them and it was all propagandized for them because they came from a society in England, you know what I'm saying, where it was like straight lace and, you know, they consider everybody else, which is indigenous, indigenous. African, where
we're gonna put the Webster's definition down.
Right, yeah, where the African and everybody, the ones that's in the islands and stuff that was still going around with no bras and stuff, didn't even care about no bras because they didn't look at it like they looked at it like because if you notice. Anything they do that we do, that they say that we do is animal-like.
You
know? So they wanted to separate because they thought they were so higher up and they think they so smarter than anybody else. They want to say, hey, let's put some clothes on and straighten your back up and put this girdle on so your back could be super straight. So you can be above and you won't walk all like just like how we walk now. It's cool. Because that's an animal. So we're going to separate y'all right now to make you think that y'all are
psychology.
Yeah. It's psychology. Yeah. And it's been psychology from the beginning with you know, white people are that type of thing going on.
Let's go!
Because for the fact is that they fooled fucking everybody. I can say they smart as fuck because they fooled the whole world. They fooled Africans. When they went over and got Africans, they fooled Indians when they came over here and took the land because they did stuff that we never seen before. They came over here and showed the Indians guns that shoot. They don't have to shoot arrows.
Right.
They showed Africans over there, hey, we got
their hands on some technology.
Technology.
Is basically what it was.
When you bring technology.
Okay, so did they steal it? The guns, or did they make them? Where do you get the guns
that
from?
I don't know. I'm sure as much as they did
that's just a random question.
As much as they did a lot of stealing, I'm sure that they come up with it themselves.
Okay, that's what I'm saying though. Like, yeah,
but we don't know exactly
because maybe we saying that they came and brought the guns out, but maybe we had. That's what I'm saying. Where the gun thing go from? The truth, the back to your point though, is they had to fool the natives.
Yeah.
So they had to, put the blankets with the syphilis on them.
The biggest con artists in the world, and I'm not saying it it's just saying it. I'm saying it as a fact because if you look at it, everything they do been a con.
Right.
They always had to get over on somebody else. They couldn't go in straight laced because they don't know shit. They have to steal some shit.
Okay, so I agree when you say that I don't know if it's they're smarter. Or I think it's the strategy. Right? Because check it. We all know that if you watch, like, okay, me and you both want to open a chicken spot. I'm finna hit their ass with some knowledge. Me and you both want to open a chicken spot. The smarter one of us is the nigga that sits back and lets the other one go first to see how the fuck ups is gonna go.
Right.
And then you come right behind them and you take off.
Right.
Because you finna watch all the red tape this nigga finna go through right here. So that's what I look at when I look at how Western culture, how they sat back and watched, because these empires were already there.
Yeah.
The Egyptian empire, you know what I'm saying? Like, these empires were already there. So the next empire that you see, it better be bigger than that former empire, because they're watching the things that
just like they do now.
To a certain point.
Just like they do now. They spots ain't changed. Yeah, of course they watch and they figured out. That's why I said they con artists. Con artists don't necessarily mean you smart. You know what I mean? I know a lot of car artists that's on the streets
all day. Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about?
But listen, this is funny. A con artist walking down 3rd Street is a lot different than a con artist walking through Manhattan, New York.
Yeah, yeah.
Environment is everything, because this nigga finna run into millionaires all day long.
Yeah.
This nigga run into people who ain't got $5 themselves.
Yeah.
But they both just homeless con artists. So location.
Right. It's always,
if you're gonna be fucked up, man, you might well go to LA or something.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
And so, they watched the world. They watched Africa, Egypt, which had all the technology in their own right. Africa always had that technology in their own right. How the fuck? You building these big ass pyramids?
Yeah, they had to.
And you ain't got no goddamn bulldozer, you know what I mean? To this day,
right?
It's like a wow. You know what I'm saying? So, to me, they took, and to this day, they take everything from everybody. That was make them smart in a way. Because they sit back looking and stuff like that. I sit back and look. I do some shit like that too. We all observe. You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm watching them see where a nigga fuck up at, right, so I won't do that. Yeah.
But the difference with how they did it, it's like I can build off of you, right? Like you can build off of me. I can watch and see you do some shit that I don't really necessarily know how to do, but I want to know how to do it.
Right.
That's when you become a teacher.
Right.
But I come to you and say, hey, teach me this, right? I ain't trying to take it from you.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to learn.
I'm trying to learn.
That's the difference between them. They try to when they take your shit, they try to destroy you. And act like you ain't did shit. And like you just an animal. That's why I'm gonna get on this subject real quick before I forget.
Go in there.
Me and somebody was talking, and I said this: when everybody keep on talking about how come racism still exists, right?
Yeah, let me chime in.
Okay, go ahead.
Because I want to feel important when you hit this point.
Yeah.
Why does racism still exist? Look at that.
Well, since you asked that damn question, bro, because it ain't been a real conversation. It ain't been real accountability.
Right.
Because everything is programmed. And people say, oh, we as black people program. We program to a certain extent, but white people more programmed than we are. And that's detrimental. They program to the most evilest point.
Yeah, because they're programmed all the way to the extreme.
They to the extreme to think that they
had to have those. Yeah, to be supreme.
They number one. They supreme.
Right.
So we got issues. We got problems. But our problem ain't the real problem as far as why we ain't got nowhere really in the last 100 years, even after the civil rights. We got crumbs. We ain't got the real freedoms that they're supposed to be. We ain't got the real generational wealth. They never unlocked that door.
Right.
They kept that door closed to this day. About the real way you get generational wealth. We picking at it. We getting a little now, but I'm telling you the reason why that we can't have a conversation with the real extremist white people about how come we can't, like normally you would say, hey, I'm a human. I'm just a different color like you. You just a different color. Like just as simple as shit, right?
Right.
The stupidest shit in the world is racism.
Right.
Not to like somebody just because of a color of your skin. Right? The reason why we can't sit down here and talk and say, hey, I'm a human just like you is because, like the dog out there, you don't talk to a dog the way you talk to me that you see as a human. You talk to a dog different.
You ain't supposed to, because some weirdos out here. But go ahead.
Yeah, but I'm saying. Because what do you think of a dog? You think of a dog as an animal. You think of a dog as a dog.
Correct.
And he can't get on your level of understanding. So how the fuck I'm going to talk to you like you equal with me? I don't want to hear shit you got to say.
That's how they feel about us.
They think we animals. That's why they can't hold a conversation. Because they're been so programmed that they can't see us on a equal level to even have that. As a human to even have that conversation.
Talking to you niggas. What you mean?
What you talking about? This how it's supposed to be.
Monkeys? You want me to sit down and have a committee meeting about you fucking talking monkeys?
Right. And so when we complain longer, exactly, that's how they feel. And when we complain.
Pause.
Yeah.
The things said on this podcast do not directly reflect the real feelings that we are feeling and the opinions. These are all opinions, and it's purely entertainment. Continue.
Okay. They feel that way.
Fucking monkeys.
When we complain enough, they give us a little something. When we complain enough.
And it shuts us up.
Who said it on the bus?
Rosa Parks.
Rosa Parks. When she sat on the bus saying, you know what, I'm not fucking getting up no more. Fuck this shit.
Yeah.
Fuck this shit, right? Our own people was against her too. Because they were like, don't rock the boat.
Yeah, calm down.
Man, at least we get a chance to get on the bus. You know, go on to the back. At least we get a chance. And that's how the white people say, at least your monkey ass is on the bus. You could be walking. So take what we give you. And when you say, no, I want more, then they say, oh, this animal is getting out of fucking line. They thinking that they deserve what we deserve, but they just animals. So they can't talk intelligently to a person who thinks you're a fucking animal.
That is a wonderful point. And they just stopped 40, 50 years ago on court papers that we're not animals. That we can vote like you. And
now think about that. Think about that. You said 40, 50 years it took them they just did that.
And then that was 1950, 1960. Nigga, that's 1900 years.
And it only took 40, 50 years for them to overturn Roe versus Wade. That's equal to abortion to us being fucking slaves and monkeys and animals. But people want to say we done came so fucking far because we get a chance to have some lights on in a house.
Yeah.
And so you don't see deeper than, hey, this is just the bare minimum that they're giving us to shut us up. But we need more. We need to unlock that door of generation wealth. How is y'all getting this motherfucking shit? How come y'all kids 3 generations down living in mansions and my shit still living in going backwards?
Ain't it? Yeah. So disproportionate.
It's disproportionate, but they're going to tell you it's not disproportionate, and they're going to blame us because they're going to say, you free now.
So this the even bigger conversation.
But being free is a
the conversation we've been having. If being free is a facade. Okay.
That's why we can't argue with them. That's why they say that it ain't no excuse for us because you free now. Free don't mean free.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just because, why do we have to have why did we have to have what they call affirmative action when we were free?
Yeah.
But they had to make a law of affirmative action because they had the jobs on lockdown that they said, we ain't finna hire this nigga.
Yeah.
Right? So we got affirmative action saying, we gonna make you hire a nigga.
Yeah.
Right? And they still weren't doing it.
Right.
With the laws on the book. That's why they got affirmative action lawyers.
Right. Because if they was doing
it the right way, we would need affirmative action lawyers to get our foot in the door.
And that goes back to when they said you can't hang niggas no more. Mm-hmm. The Klan was still doing it.
The Klan was still doing it.
And they wasn't going to jail for it.
And they weren't going to jail because
they don't follow the rules they apply to us.
So when them folks first said, oh, y'all been free for this long, we ain't really been free for what long? When y'all still was allowing them folks to kill us, rape us, doing the same shit they were doing when we was locked down. The only freedom we had, we weren't locked down. We couldn't go to sundown towns. After a certain time, you couldn't go down in certain towns, or they had the right to kill you.
Yeah.
Well, it's not a right, but they were going to kill you and get away with it.
Nobody fuck with you.
And nobody going to fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? So people need to learn all of that shit.
And this is
when
not
talking about freedom.
That far away.
Exactly. That's why I hate when them folks be talking about, oh man, it been over 400 years ago. The actual signing of, you know how long it took the slaves to really be free? Right. You know how many slaves got killed because the owner said, no, fuck that, I'm gonna kill all you motherfuckers.
Y'all ain't going nowhere yet.
Y'all ain't going nowhere, I'm gonna kill you. You know how many of slaves got killed as soon as we were supposed to be free? Nobody don't talk about that. Nobody don't think about that. That went on for years.